In lesson 6, we're looking at reading in a different way. We're not just going to be reading one note at a time. We're going to look at the relationship between notes. And this specifically, we're looking at the distance. The distance between notes is called intervals. This whole page is about intervals, and these are melodic intervals, which means we're only playing one note at a time, just like when you're singing a melody. So these are melodic intervals. We're starting off with C to D. That's a second, because C is our first note, and then D is the next step up. Then we have C to E. So it'd be C, D, E, 1, 2, 3. So C to E, that's a third. In a couple pages, then we're going to learn other things. So like we have C to E, D is the second, C to E is the third, C to F is the fourth, C to a fifth, and we can have sixth and seventh, and it just keeps going that way. But right now we're just doing seconds and thirds on this page. So we have C, D, C, E, up a second, up a third. We can also have intervals going down, and we're using the bass clef for this. So we have G down to F, that's a second, because G is our starting note now. So G down one step to F, that's our second. And if we go G down to E, G, F, E, 1, 2, 3, that's a third. So it's just like this, it's only going down. G, F, G, E, down a second, down a third. We're going to play this, and we're going to do it twice. And I'm not going to say the names of the notes, I'm just going to say what the intervals are. Here we go, 2, 3, 4. Up a second, up a third, up a second, up a third, down a second, down a third, down a second, down a third. Repeat. Up a second, up a third, up a second, up a third, down a second, down a third, down a second, down a third. As we look at A Clair de la Lune, we have some C's. Then we go C to D. C to D is the second, because C is the first note, and then we go up to the next note. When we're going from D to E, from D to E is the second. Now D is the first note, and E is the next step up. So that's a second. So it depends on what note you're counting as the first note as to what if it's a second or a third. So this one has some C's. We go up a second to D, up another second to E, then down a second to D, and down a second to C. Oh, finally we get a third. C skips up to E, then down a second to D, repeat the D, and then down second to C. So I'm looking at the shape of the music even more than I am the notes, because it's only 3 different notes. So we look how it's repeating, going up seconds, down seconds, skip up a third, down a second. So that's one we have to watch out for, because that's different from the rest. Since this is so short, we are going to do the repeat sign. 1, 2, 3, and C, 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 D, E, D, C up a third, E, D, D, C, 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 D, E, D, C up a third. All right. Now, here it starts talking about dynamics, and these are things we'll cover more later, but since we're on this page, dynamics tell us how loud or soft to play it, and letter P is the word for the word piano, which in Italian, that means soft. And a lot of the terms we're going to use are Italian terms, because the Italians were the first ones to start writing these things down. So this means we would play the soft, the whole thing soft, because you see that letter P. Here we go. I'm going to talk through it the first time, and then I'm going to stop saying anything while we play it the second time. Ready? Go. C, 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 up a second, down a second, up a third, down a second, 2, 3, 4. the song Tisket a Tasket, now we get to play with the bass clef for the whole song. We have new dynamic. It's mezzo forte, M-F, mezzo forte, M-E-Z-Z-O, forte. Now usually when I teach dynamics, I just first start with piano and forte because piano is soft, forte is loud. But then there's variations of it, so we have medium loud. That's mezzo forte. Mezzo is medium. And mezzo is M-E-Z-Z-O, like pizza, 2 Z's. So if you're not hungry for large pizza, you can order a mezzo pizza with mozzarella. All right, Tisket a Tasket. We start in the G, then we go down a third to E, up a second to F, up a second to G, down a third, up a second, down a third, up a second, down a third. So see that pattern that we've developed, going down a third to E, then up some seconds. So here we go. We're going to play this and say the names of the notes. Ready? Go. G, E, F, G, E, F, G, G, E, F, G, E. This time I'm going to say the thirds. I'm not going to keep saying those seconds because it's too hard to keep saying second. Here we go. Ready, you go. G down a third, E, F, G down a third, E, F, G, G down a third, E, F, G down a third, E. We go to the next line. We start on F's, and then we go down from F to D. That's a third. Then back up again. Down a third. Oh, look at this. G, F, E, D, C. There's our scale. So when we see a scale, it's all seconds. And we get used to playing that, so it's nice and easy. So we don't have to relearn it every time. Let's do this line. Here we go. And F, F, F down a third, up a third, F, F, F down a third, going down the scale. All right, here we go, beginning. 1, 2, 3, and G down a third, E, F, G, E, F, G, G, E, F, G down a third, E, F, F, F down a third, F, 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 D, G, F, E, D, C. And as always, we'll do it one last time without me saying anything. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the next page, we're not going to be playing this, but this is where you get to look to just figure out if notes are seconds or thirds. So like here, that shows C to D goes up a second. E to C goes down a third. Here's D to E, so D is the first note, E is the second note, and it went up, so that'd be up a second. We have an F. F, E, D. So F to D is down a third. It's okay to count with your fingers as you're doing this. So you can look at all these things and figure out which are seconds and thirds.